Alright, this lady, I guess her name is Stephanie. I don't know for certain. I haven't asked to see her ID, but she's told me 3 or 4 different names. She's also a drug addict. I met her because she walked up to my window last night, knocked on my window because she wanted someone to do drugs with. And she didn't know me from Adam. And she came right up to my window and knocked on it and said she just wanted someone to get high with. Methamphetamines in specific. Now, if you notice, she was passed the fuck out. You also notice she's still got her clothes on. There's reasons for that. There are things that are okay and there are things that are not okay. Just because she's on drugs doesn't make it okay to take advantage of her. That's something Tim Beeson and Ted Bollinger should have thought about before doing the things they did to Natalie. I don't feel comfortable having drug use in my vehicle. However, I don't feel comfortable letting them freeze to death or leaving them out exposed to the elements. And I do believe that addicts are people too. Problem is, this woman showed up while she was already fucked up on meth. Kept me up talking till literally when the sun started coming up. I begged her to let me sleep. That wasn't a happening thing. So, I have just enough money to get me some coffee. And I'm gonna go get that coffee. But I wanted to make sure I made this video first about my, I guess, house guest is the way to say it. There's a lot of people out here who are addicted to these drugs. And yeah, they're the same drugs that Natalie was on. Some of you might have watched the last few videos that I made, noticing that the drug issue is not just an epidemic, it's also systemic. We want to blame all the homeless people, like all the homeless people did it, all the homeless people started it, all the homeless people are on those drugs. Meanwhile, several of these people live in houses. Most of the drug addicts that I know live in houses. Most of the drug addicts that I know live on somebody else's dime. Their habits are paid for by somebody else. Sometimes they steal things from other people to go pay for their habit. And in that case, it's still paid for by somebody else. The world changes when we make it change. Now that young woman who's in my vehicle, I guess she's only a couple of years younger than me. Of course, that don't make any difference. That meth head over at Sally Treon's was probably, I don't know, I want to say twice my age at least. still human beings. And most of y'all want to throw them away. Meanwhile, if you heard their stories, like, oh my God, how can you not have a heart? Oh yeah, because only pretty people matter. I get it. I do. I've had crushes on pretty people before, but I grew the fuck up. The problem I'm encountering now is that a bunch of children want to tell me I need to grow the fuck up.